Hi, Chris. So in this video, I'm going to help you with the big three. So the three things that you need to be careful. I'm just gonna throw kind of knowledge and wisdom at you, and then after you have to order what you think is good, what is not good for you, and then in order to no more stress in your life. So three big things that you may need to be careful. Okay, you're good. Let's go. So the first thing is time. I can be like time management. Time is a big one for stress. Why is a big one? So when we work on a deadline, when we are afraid to be late, when we realize we don't have much to live, for example, time it's a big one. So while I'm saying that, the first thing that pop up in your mind, I'm pretty sure you relate to that. That can be a big one for stress. You know what I mean? If you work for a company or you have a like you work for a deadline or you're afraid to be late and you have so many things to do, and it's like you don't think you have enough time. So that's something that can be out of your control. So the first thing I want to say, like, why stress about that? But it's easier to say than to do, right? So now a little bit of management, it's needed here. And you have to ask you the question, a very important question. It's like, there is anything I can do about it? If there is anything you can do, just do it, right? But if there is nothing, so why worry? Why stress about that? So I think that will be a good habit to develop for yourself, because if you under stress all the time and you know there is nothing that you can do, but you keep pushing yourself, uh, like stress, you won't go far, right? So that's a habit to develop. So you kind of like build the habit to be stressed for the time management. So now you have to, let's say, to change it, right? Like when you have a strong habit, it's really hard to lose that habit. So you need to create an old habit. Maybe a bit of management. You have to be careful, but time is a big one. One of the three things that like give a lot of stress to people. Also, I made a lot of video about that. But when you know that you don't have much time anymore, like imagine when you're sick and you think that your time is limited, and you realize it, and it's give you so much stress. So first of all, you are sick, plus you give you a lot of stress. So you double your suffering. So try not to do that, right? I don't think it's a good thing. As I say, it's easier to say than to do, but just be aware of that. Like wisdom is just that when you're aware about something, like work on it, think about that. So if there is no reason to stress that something is out of your control, why stress about that, right? So please don't do that. So next time you face a problem with time, just ask yourself, there is anything that I can do about that? If you can, do it. Fix the problem. If you cannot, just relax, and there's nothing that you can do. So this is a bit of Buddhist wisdom. I don't ask you to be Buddhist. I don't ask you to think to be nothing. Like just listen, because this is the truth. This is a real truth from Buddhism, that nothing is permanent. That is true. Like nothing's permanent. Nothing gonna last forever. So in anything you do, even if you think that you don't have time, like the problem that you're facing right now will change. Like you will reach the deadline, you will finish something, you will have time, and after when you look back, you say, oh yeah, wow, I was stressed for nothing. So it's good to reflect on those kind of things, but remember, like nothing is permanent. Now the stress you have now about your time management, it will go away. So no stress, right? Okay, let's go to the second big one. The second big one, and it's a really really big one, it's people. So now, like, how to deal with people. So it's, once again, it's easier to say than to do. You have to do something, you, like, once again, when I say people, I'm pretty sure like some people pop up in your mind that they stress you out a lot. And once again, it's a bit like time management. Now if there is anything that you can do about that, do it. If there is nothing that you can do, don't stress about that. Unfortunately, like the people near you, like your close friend, your close family, if some of them like stress you out, they will never change. No matter what you say, you can yell at them, you can do whatever. People will never change. So maybe you change that before you love them, now not anymore. After, like, don't get me wrong, and don't say, go get a divorce, say bye bye to all your friends. No, 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 no. I'm not saying that at all. But if you cannot no longer live the way you live because of stress, because of people around you, you may have to do something about that, right? You know, like a toxic people around you. I don't think it's a good thing. So sometimes you have to be radical in your approach to life. And if you feel like, I mean, if you click on a stress video as maybe something that stress you out, remember, like there is three big things. So if you take care of the three big things, you will take care of 80% of your stress. And keep in mind that stress is not a bad thing as well. Sometimes we need a little bit of stress to make us move, to do the things that we don't want it to do. Stress can be good, but live under stress like 24/7 for years. No, this is the real problem. And that problem can only fix when we take care of the management, the people. So imagine like you at work, you're surrounded by people that you don't like. So there is nothing that you can do about that, right? So what can you do? Once again, like you cannot change people. They won't change. So don't stress about that. Like you have to, like, you build these habits to stress yourself because of those people. So now you have to destroy this habit, which is the hardest part. Because when you have a strong habit, you say, yeah, nothing is permanent. It's okay. They will never change. So why stress about that? I was in this situation, I work for a company, and honestly, like I was like butterfly in my belly every day when I was going to work, but like not the good butterflies, they were like the bad one. I was not happy at all. And for me, I always choose like a radical things. And that day I decided I will never work for someone again. And I made my business online. I did a lot of things online, and will never work for people again because I'm kind of a weird person as well, like my personality. I like to be on my own. I like to work on my term, and because it was so stressful. I was so stressed all the time. I go home every night not happy. Very like it took me about like 2 or 3 hours to calm down because I had a bad day at work because I was so stressed. And I said, yeah. And I asked myself, do I want to live this life? Of course, it was no, 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 straight away, no. I cannot do that. Talking about people as well, I had a girlfriend back in the day. I was super in love, but she was a very negative person. But for me, it's like oh, I didn't think I was like like handsome enough to get more girl. So I just keep with this relationship, and it was a very toxic one. And one day, it was like explode to my face, and I asked myself, say, what I want. I want to be happy. I want to find someone supportive, or I want to be with that person that very negative and make my life so stressful. And the answer was for sure. So I said, okay, I had to stop the relationship. It was hard, a lot of cry, a lot of trouble. I thought I will never be happy again for months. But look at me now. It's all good, all good. And all the time I have a new girlfriend. Let's say it was always better anyway. And I learn on the way, and more wisdom that you get, more you understand yourself. You know who you are. You know what life is all about. And that's it. Life after is beautiful, but stress. If you click here, no, maybe is making your life like miserable, right? And you don't want that. So, time management very important. People around you, you gotta do what you're gonna do. I don't have any lesson to give you, but just think about that. If people stress you, if you can do something, do something. If you cannot, I just don't stress about that. Okay. And the third one, money. Yeah, money actually is probably the biggest one for most people. I think around me when I talk like just simple. I don't know your situation, but imagine like you have like a minimum salary. You live in a country developed or not. Imagine like you add like $500, 500 euros to your monthly income. Your life will dramatically change. Like less stress, like just 500 euros, which is not a lot of money at the end of the day. But it will change dramatically. So now you have to take your responsibility for that. Now you have to do something. Like that's exactly what I did. For me, I was in a impasse. I used to be a translator. So like back in the day, like 10, 15 years ago, to be a translator was a good deal. But today with the rise of AI and everything, I lost my job. Like some of my old clients, they wanted to keep me, but I didn't make any money anymore. I don't have like a new client on a daily basis. It was so hard to survive. Then I went into teaching. So I was teaching online because, as I say, I always want to work for myself. and I wasn't a certified teacher. I don't have any diploma. So I went back to university because like when you work on the platform, like I was just a tutor. So meaning I talk to people. I wasn't able to be a professional teacher. So I don't get all the benefits and all the money that I can get from this job. So I went back to university and I pay my diploma to be a certified teacher. If it was like £5,000 and I pay, and now I'm a fully certified teacher. So when I work now, I'm a professional teacher. See? So I had to think I have to invest in myself, but because money was a big trouble. um I was making money, so more you make money, more you like lifestyle, it was like getting better and better, and like so less money, but you want to keep your lifestyle. So no, okay, I have to change this, and I'm arrived, I was like, oh, I'm broke. I'm broke and I don't want to be broke. That was not fun at all. I have to do like a lot of sacrifices because I was broke. Then I went back to university. Yeah, it cost me £5,000. It cost me like 1 year of studying my life. I'm 40 years old, and I'm not an English native speaker, and I was in a like an English university, so I did everything in English, which it wasn't easy. It was a lot of work, but now I can say I'm a fully certified teacher. It's like I have the best plan B ever, so anything can happen to me. I can get a job anywhere in the world. I can teach in an international school, but not online. I'm a professional tutor, able to teach a large range of people. And see, so sit down if you have like a in your finance you have problem. Sit down and find a solution. Nowadays it's like never been that easy to find an online business to do. You can do like a freelancing. You can start a YouTube business. There is like a large opportunities. There's so many things that you can do. You can restart study. You can. I will never recommend to say, oh yeah, maybe find another job. So got two job. We're talking about reduce stress. If you think you have two job, you think you're gonna improve your stress. No, 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 no. So even if it takes 2 years for you to build your online business, but like just say, okay, 1 hour a day, I work on my business, something like that, 1 hour a day for 2 years, and then you start to get the 500 euro dollars monthly on with your paycheck more. See, the life will be more better, and like with the increase of the prices, the economy is getting crazy. So just that little money will like help you with the stress. It's just example, I don't know your situation, but when I say that, there's something that pop up in your mind, and that things you have to take care of it straight away. The first thing that come to mind when I say about time management, people, and money. So those three things, if you take care of those three things, yeah, your life will improve. So for me, I was working like when I was a translator, I always wanted to like I have to wake up early, walk because I wanted to have my free time, and it was so stressful. Same when I was teacher because I wanted to make a lot of money online. So my schedule, it was crazy. I was working from 7 in the morning to 10 in the evening, and I was so stressed, so tired because I was taking everything in order to make money. And like my approach is totally different. I know where I can perform the best during the day, so I work like 4 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon. I do like 8 to 4 job. Since I'm a professional teacher, so like my rate is way higher, so I'm making more money, and I work less, and that's it. The rest of the time I just relax, and I do YouTube, and I do other things on the side. Of course, I've got hobbies, and that's it. I changed my lifestyle. For example, like for the people, like like my job is the perfect example because it was so stressful because I was teaching way too much. So I have no time for myself. So I reduce the time. For the people, I've got the luxury to choose my student. If I have a student that I don't feel like we're good together, we're not on the same page, like there is no chemistry, I've got I'm the boss. I do what I want. Say sorry. I don't want to teach you. I don't gonna teach you because I know it's gonna be a lot of. I don't say that to their face. That is gonna be a source of stress. But I know for myself, so I just can say no, no, thank you. I want to work with you. Find another tutor more suitable to your needs. Okay. And then for money, I increased my price because I went back to university and I got a diploma that make me a fully certified teacher. Okay. So I hope it helps. Don't hesitate to come back to that video if needed. If you want my help, top link in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.